Support.
The maestro, please!
We're getting to that point where we have a lot more albums coming out. Today we get to go over 11 of them. This will be for the week of
September 18th, 2018.
Even though we have 11 albums, guess what genre none of them are? In which a Norwegian pianist plays pieces by a Polish composer. It's actually quite nice if you like classical piano literature. Much more traditional Broadway stylings than what we've looked at previously, and yes, I'm still asking if Broadway is considered classical now. Okay, we've done stuff like this before, where like a rock group plays with an orchestra, but there are times where you can't even hear the orchestra, and it may as well just be a live rock concert.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Silk sheets and diamonds for white.
He does mostly everything for himself, minus a few guitar, drum, and keyboard parts on various tracks. It's a combination of his original compositions as well as some smooth jazz covers of some well-known songs.
But I'm lost in a shade of indigo.
So if you want a good metric for where modern jazz shines, it would absolutely be in artists like this.
Renée and Georgette Magritte with their dog after the war. We're strolling.
Was very surprised to see Paul Simon in the jazz charts. Obviously, Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel. A lot of the tracks on here are more reminiscent of like modern classical chamber music, so it's quite the album.
Singing.
I love rock and roll!
Wake up and raise vibration.
So I really liked this album, but I'm a Lenny Kravitz fan. I liked Baptism, I liked his Greatest Hits compilation, and this one was no different. Always fun to hear some more stuff from Lenny Kravitz.
And open the book of bad decisions I have made.
As I was listening through this album and going over the particulars of it, I noticed it was listed as stoner rock, which apparently is a combination of heavy metal and psychedelic rock. So if you want to know what that sounds like, pick it up.
If you come on to me, will I come on to you? If you come on to me, will I come on to you?
I mean, he's one of the Beatles, which is arguably one of the best charting groups of all time. It really should be no surprise that he has the #1 rock album. But fun fact, the cover art is actually derived from a painting that McCartney did, also titled Egypt Station, in 1988.
It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop.
I do whatever I want, whenever I want, I love it. People keep talking, I just keep winning, I'm just like fuck it. They talking reckless, I don't believe them, I think they bluffing.
His second album off the Columbia label, and it's done objectively better than his previous one, There's Really a Wolf, except in Canada and New Zealand, for whatever reason. If you answered EDM to the question I asked at the beginning of the show, then you're right.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me?
Boy, if you want to hear an orchestral version of In My Feelings, you should go check out the latest Maestro mix.
I do whatever I want, whenever I want, I love it. People keep talking, I just keep winning, I'm just like fuck it. They talking reckless, I don't believe them, I think they bluffing.
I mean, it's clearly doing well, but just with all the other stuff going on in the hip-hop industry right now, I just feel like I don't have much to say about this.
Hey, look up, child. Hey, look up, child.
Surprised to see a contemporary Christian artist this high, but after listening through the album, it actually is pretty good.
Kamikaze, gonna smash everyone. Crash like an F-15. Damage already done. Y'all should've let me be back on everyone. Back on.
Everyone has seen Machine Gun Kelly's response to this by now, and everyone has also seen Eminem's response to Machine Gun Kelly's response, so pick a winner.
If you come on to me, will I come on to you? If you come
shouldn't be shocking that this is number one. The Beatles got number ones all the time, so it makes sense that even years later, one of them can still get a number one. Music, music everywhere, and not a second to spare, so you should go listen to everything.
And now I need some help out of my scope, please. My scope.